Getting lean is actually one of the hardest things you'll ever do, and it's not because of the diet or because of the training, but it's because what happens to you while trying to get lean. In case you guys didn't know, I'm currently in the middle of a cut, and I just got sick with only 3 weeks to go to hit my goal, to hit my target. And the last 3 days, my life has been taken away from me. And I'm talking proper sick. I'm talking about laying in bed all day, doing nothing, can't feel anything, everything hurts. Before I understood what I'm about to tell you, this is where I would spiral. This is where everything would go down. This is where all those work I accumulated, those 9 weeks, would get lost in the next week. And honestly, I still feel terrible about these past 3 days. But the thing is, emotion is not tied to action. And once you understand how that really works and how it comes together, then it will save you. Instead of the bad week or the bad couple of days being the reason to quit, it becomes just a bad week or just an ordinary bad days. Because when no one tells you about getting lean is you have to do the action items no matter what. No matter how you feel, no matter the emotion you feel, no matter what's going on in your life, you're going to have to work around your life and still tick the boxes of training, sleeping, and dieting. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I went through this week and how it affected me and how I overcame it and how I'm still here not resetting my diet and I'm on track to complete the final 3 weeks. So I only had 3 more weeks to go and I was excited, I was pumped. I just come off my deload phase, I had all the energy in the world. I hit my first workout, I looked sick, I haven't looked this good in a long time. And I had so much momentum I felt. And it was the last 3 weeks, diet fatigue was picked up a lot. It was really hard, but I was looking forward to them. And then out of nowhere, I just hit with this fucking sickness, bedridden for 2 days straight. Yesterday was the last recovery day, and it overall felt like it just stripped all of my momentum, all the positive thoughts, all the emotion I felt toward this goal, and then in accomplishing it and achieving it was just stripped from me ruthlessly. And like I said before, this is where I would spiral. This is where I would get negative, let my emotion get to me, and just binge eat out of comfort to feel good about myself, because I did not feel good about myself these past 3 days. I did absolutely nothing. I had to pause the cut, so I had to eat at maintenance and stall fat loss to recover. And it was overall just horrible, man. This like emotional feeling that, hey, there's no more progress going on. It scares you because you're like, oh, will I ever get back on track? Am I just gonna do it? And you start spiraling in your head. And this is where many end their cuts, not verbally, or they don't say that they end it, but they just let their emotion kind of end it for them. And that's when they get back into the foods and they reset most of the progress that they just made, which they're gonna restart in the next 3 weeks. The thing is, it doesn't have to be that way. If anything, this was just a postpone to the cut. This is what was required, and I had to adjust and get my way around it. So I had to take the deload. I had to let my body recover, because if I didn't do that, then I'm definitely guaranteeing that I'm not going to successfully complete this cut. So it's like I had to work around this, and there was no, if I still wanted the goal, I was going to have to work around this, and I cannot let it get to me. And when I finally understood that emotion is not connected to action, and they're actually two different things, and the way I feel does not have to represent in the way I act, that's when everything changed. Because I can't tell you how many times I thought about eating the thing, about how, I feel sick, so what's the point, and I felt super demotivated and just wanted to destroy my whole progress, like self-destruct. The feeling of not being able to progress after 8 weeks of solid progress, everything going good, was getting to me, and I was going a bit insane, because just the thought of, hey, I'm not progressing here, what's going on, and me having to take a step back and like pause after all this momentum, it gets to you, man, because you're like, so what's the point of all this? What am I doing all this for? Dang, if something could just be taken away from me like that. Feeling it and acting on it are two separate choices, though. I could have chose to fuck up my diet and fuck up my progress because of the fact that I felt bad in this moment, just because 3 days were taken from me, and there's nothing I could have done about it. I could have just rolled with those 3 days, woo me, and ruined my entire cut and progress. The thing is, in order to actually get lean, you got to kind of throw all of this to the side. You got to still have your eyes on the prize, still have your eyes on the goal, on the inputs. You got to make a decision that is going to benefit you in the cut, not the way you feel. So if I were to act on the way I feel, I would have ended the cut. I'll start again next time when I'm fresh, I'm clean. But all I did here was simply move things around, put myself on maintenance in order to allow myself to recover, didn't train, let myself take the required rest in order to get back into it fresh in the right way. Because if I try to force my way through this, I was going to set myself up for failure. Or if I just completely threw it to the side and say, I'll try again next week or next month, then that would not get to my goal. But I stuck with the goal no matter what, and I made adjustments accordingly, like you do with any goal, right? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Along the way, you're going to need to adjust your plan accordingly, and you got to do it based on the goal and not your emotion. Adjustments simply just mean changing your inputs, but still guided toward where you want to be, the goal. So in this case, getting lean, right? So I didn't just veer off my diet, or I didn't give myself time to recover and eat whatever I wanted and feel good. I did this all accordingly to the plan. So I ate at maintenance, so I didn't gain any weight. So I didn't put on any weight that I lost in the past 9 weeks. So I didn't ruin my progress. I allowed myself to recover, so I didn't go to the gym. I just stayed in bed all day in order to ensure a quick and speedy recovery. Third, I didn't let it get to me and just cut it off completely and say, oh, this is where I'll stand. Oh yeah, I guess this is a sign. I'm just not going to go after what I want. So the goal didn't move. It's just that timeline was adjusted a bit. I had to make a couple adjustments, and I'm still on path to where I said I was going to be. And that's just a part of it. And like I said earlier, everybody has a plan, but until you actually execute on that plan and things come up that you would never expect, that's when it truly tests you. Are you really about the plan? Do you really want the thing? And these are the necessary required things in order to still get there. So if you're watching this and you're in the middle of a cut and you're in the middle of a similar hard time and you want to quit, everything that's telling you, everything in your body's telling you, hey, let's get out of here, or let's go away from the pain because it's too hard. This is exactly the types of conversations I have with people I work with and helping them get through. So you can see it's not so much about the fitness and dieting, because you know most of that. It's just about these things that seem simple but have a way bigger impact on you, especially add on top that you're diet fatigued and all the other things going on in your life. And that's just a recipe for disaster if you don't know how to manage it properly. So if you want to ensure that you actually stick to that cut and don't veer off of it, book a call down below so I can help you through that whole process, because it's more than just the fitness and the training aspect, but it goes super deeper into the way you think and psychological. So on top of that, getting lean is actually difficult, man. And anyone trying to tell you that it's not is just trying to sell you something. It's not a simple action plan that you execute perfectly, flawlessly the first time. Sometimes you get lucky, but most of the times, and probably 99% of the time, and this just goes with any goal in life, you're going to encounter resistance on the path of trying to get it. Things are going to come up you. Things are going to come at you. Things that you would never expect. Things that you never had to deal with in your life, or the things that you did have to deal with in the life, but the things that just kept you in that same cycle, because once you encountered them, you would revert to safety, and then that's when you restarted. Once you actually commit to getting lean, that's just half the battle, but the other half the battle is the actual hard things, the hard work that comes with it, the temptations between it, the dealing with situations like this that are going to happen to you during a cut in life, and going about them properly. Because if something like this hits you in your life and you're not prepared for it, I guarantee you're going to be restarting the cycle. You're going to restart your cut, and you're going to be at this place all over again. So kind of go back to earlier, if you want to avoid that at all costs, and you just want to make sure that you get from week 1 to week 12, no matter what happens in between, and you actually complete that successful cut, book a call with me down below. We can talk about your current situation, where we can be, and I can basically get you from point A to B, guaranteed losing 12 pounds, or I keep working with you for free until you do. Either way, guys, this was Achilles. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm super happy to bring this video to you, because this is something that I'm actually encountering right now, and it bothers me, and I'm still bothered by it right now, if you couldn't tell through this video. But either way, if you made it this far, thank you. And the cut is still going to continue, obviously, because I didn't fuck it up, and I'm not going to fuck it up. I got proof of concept on here. Either way, guys. Either way, I'll stop rambling. Have a good one.